today? It was a fabulous weekend. I had a birthday party that was thrown for me that was absolutely amazing. I had my family there. It was absolutely wonderful. I want to thank everybody today because I was too crying like a boohoo kitty. Oops, boohoo kitty. To even realize what was going on. But anyway, tonight is our Empire night. It's the night we're going to talk about Empire. First of all, let me say how I'm humbled that I was absolutely more like, wow. I actually was nominated for Best Talk Show. And my husband, Pelly, was nominated for 3 of his videos for R2VE. So I'm so proud of him. I can go on. My father was absolutely, as always, he was nominated for his cars. My brother was nominated for TNT along with my husband, my sister for her sorority, my grandmother for her sorority. I can go on and on. But you guys would be like, will you sit your ass down? Please. Anyway, let me take a seat before I call everybody in. It's so fucking annoying when you hear an echo you hear yourself. Somebody has their mic on. Now see, if I go ballistic and start kicking ass, everybody be saying, damn, Sugar's not as nice as she's supposed to be. Some will be nice. Anyway, before we get the show started, I want to show you something that I thought was really interesting. Give me 1 second. Okay. You ever been fucking discombobulated? That's how I am today. I am so discombobulated, I swear. Okay, here we go. Let me show you what I thought was really, really interesting before we even get into the show. So let me show you something that I thought you guys would find kind of funny. Funny, haha. If I can find it. Hold on. And would you believe I can't even find it? Oh my God. I can't find it. Oh my God. I cannot find this. This is just not happening today. This is honestly one of those freaking days. You ever had a day? Let me tell you how it started today. I'm going to tell you this real quick and then you know what I'm talking about. I got up this morning and I was in a really, really, really good mood. I was like, okay, this is going to be nice. Today's going to be fun. I'm really excited. Going to do my show. Going to give out $2K of my husband's money because I'm not giving out $2K of my own damn money. So I, got his wallet, got out $2K, said, yeah, I'm going to give out $2K of his money. So I was excited about that. And then I was excited about the fact that, we're going to do the show. I'm going to give out random prizes and, have my people up here. We're going to talk about Empire, because believe it or not, today was the first day I saw Empire. Don't judge. But I am hooked. Do you hear me? So I got a lot. Now, even though I only watched 2 episodes, I still have got a lot to talk about. So, yeah, it's going to be real, real cool. We're going to talk about it. And even though I've only watched 2 episodes, you guys are going to be like, wow, for 2 episodes, Sugar sure knows her stuff. So, yeah, we're going to give out random prizes. Someone is going to win $2K of the husband's money who is dressed in white. So be ready for that. Now, before we get started, I wanted to show you something, and now I can't find it. It was this 80-year-old woman who was in love with the cocoa. Basically, and I'm trying to find it, she had cocaine all over her. And I was thinking, damn, whose grandmother is that? And now I can't find it to show you. Because when I told my sister, who's not in the audience, about it, she was laughing and saying, there's no such way that somebody's, and my sister really does talk like that. Okay, maybe not that high up, but there's no such way that somebody's grandmother would actually be having that much cocaine. I think you're exaggerating a tad bit. I'm like, I am not exaggerating. And I knew that if I could not show it to my audience, you guys wouldn't believe me. And now here I am. I've got to have my aunt come on. So I'm trying to log my aunt in now to see if my aunt has it, because now I don't have it. But I really wanted to show you guys. She was 8. She's like 80 or 90 something years old. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Somebody saw it. I'm like, wow, really? Now that's dedication. That is sheer dedication. I'm telling you now, my grandmother wouldn't have done it. She would have been like, I ain't doing that. But somebody's grandmother was in love with the cocoa, okay? I'm thinking, damn, I am logging into my aunt, and guess what? She has it. Oh, praise the Jesus. I'm going to put it out. Oh, my God, you guys can actually see it. So if you don't believe me, you've seen it on Facebook first, and the Sugarlicious show after. And there it is. Think I'm lying? There you go. You see it? She was like, whoa. Now, first of all, I kind of laughed at that, but then I felt kind of bad for her because, think about, we really don't know the situation. It could be possible that she didn't have any money, that she was losing her home, that maybe someone talked her into it to save her house or whatever. Then again, it could have been that she just in love with the cocoa. When I first heard that song, now this is how square I am. When I first heard that song, I was just singing it, and my little nephew, who's like, I think he's 15, he was like, "Do you know what that song means, TT?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's cocoa, like cocoa butter girls or something like that." He said, "Nah, that ain't what that song means." I'm like, "It's not? Then what does that song mean then if it doesn't mean chocolate covered cocoa girls?" He said, "It's cocaine." I'm like, "For real? Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sure." I'm like, whoa, how embarrassing. And I'm embarrassed now because my father is in the audience and has heard me say this. Dad, I swear, I didn't know what in love with the cocoa meant. I had no clue. I did not know. That is my story. I'm telling you, but what I want to know is, why does my 15-year-old damn nephew know what the hell in love with the cocoa means? That's what I want to know. Inquiring minds do want to know, because why does he know what in love with the cocoa means? So I have to have a little talk with his mother now that I think about it, because he should not know what in love with the cocoa means at all. He should be studying know what in love with the damn books mean. But anyway, let's get on with our show. I'm going to invite my ladies out here who is going to help me talk about the one and the only scandalous, they're like scandal, empire. Ladies, will you please come out? I'm missing one, but that's okay. The show must go on. Ladies, how are you this evening? Are you up to the task of talking about my new favorite show, the one and only Empire? Are you ladies ready to talk about it?
Yes, we are. Yes, indeed. And I brought you cookies.
You bought? Oh my God! How
Ah!
many cookies did you buy me? Did you bring? Did you bring
I
me
brought you
like a
a
whole
whole
bunch of
jar.
cookies?
I
Oh
brought you
my
a whole
God!
jar of cookies.
Wait, jar. Wait. Stop. It can't be a jar. It has to be. I told you guys, when you give me cookies, it's got to be warm, fresh from the oven, taken out, and not put into a jar, but still be that oven freshness. You're supposed to come in here with gloves on and then hand them to me. So I don't know. I don't know why y'all can't follow simple directions. It's like y'all confused. I don't get this.
You already
I'm
know
trying to figure it
nobody
out.
your
I'm trying to
cookies.
figure it out.
Already know she
No,
should
ain't no
not get
already know. You be quiet. Anyway,
cancel and
ladies.
She's
outlaw.
lucky that she
I'm
gets
ignoring you.
a
I'm
cookie.
ignoring you. I'm ignoring you. Ladies.
Mad at
I
that.
actually watched 2 episodes of Scandal. Why do I keep saying Scandal? Of Empire. I watched the first episode and I watched the all-white party because this was supposed to be an all-white party, so to speak. I am freaking hooked. I am really, really hooked. Now, some of you, I'm sure, have been watching it a lot longer than I have. So let's look on up above, and can someone tell me who is who? I already know who's who, but I just want to see if you guys know. So who's who from right to left to right to left to middle?
Okay. Okay, wait. You said right to left to right to left to middle? Okay. Starting on the right is Jamal. The top right is Jamal, his middle son. Which is on the left is Lucius Lyon. He runs Empire. On the bottom right is Andre, his oldest son. Bottom left is his youngest son, Hakeem, and his ex-wife, Cookie Lyon, is in the middle. And that's who runs Empire. Cookie runs Empire. For real.
She owns half the empire.
Like I said,
That's why she runs.
I've only seen 2 shows. I saw the first one, and when I saw the first one, I was like a little bit like, first, like, okay, this is going to be freaking boring. Why am I watching it? But then when I started getting into it, I'm like, wow. But now explain to me, if you will, because of course there's pieces missing for me that I don't know about from the first show to the one that's tomorrow, actually. What the hell is up with Lucius? Because this asshole, now I'm sorry, somebody said, I love that nigga, but let me tell you, if you kill your friend in cold blood, because I saw him shoot his friend in the face with no remorse, like, I don't care, and hello, goodbye. What is up with that?
But, okay, y'all
coming.
Y'all, yeah, he had it coming. I'm with Bombshell. Y'all can say it right all y'all want in this audience, but the friend went to his house and pulled a gun out on him first. I'm sorry, you can't pull a gun out on me either.
Blackmail him.
Right, and threatened to burn that gun out on nobody. My mama, look, I got an old school mama and grandma. My mama and grandma always say, don't you pull a gun out on me unless you plan on using it. I'm just saying, you don't pull a gun on somebody. So I feel like he only got him first.
Okay, so from what I understood, from what I was looking at, I was like, he was like, you know, you owe me something. You know, you left me behind. We were boys. We grew up together, and now you just basically, you know, you ignored me. You don't give a shit about me anymore. So what was that all about? Because like I said, I've only watched the first one, and then of course the all-white party. So what was that about? Why did he feel like he owed him something? Because honestly, he was saying almost the same thing Cookie was saying. I thought it was Cookie as a man for a minute, because he was saying the same thing. He said, yeah, you know, you owe me, I want $3 million. I'm like, damn, didn't Cookie just say that? Didn't she? So what the hell was that all about, him owing him $3 million and all that shit?
The way I felt about it, because there was no, it's like the backstory slowly is still unfolding with them. But from what I noticed, Bunky at the beginning was sleeping on the couch. And I feel like as that friend when you're growing up and you're like, you all have those friends that you grew up with. Now you have those friends that you grow up and you grow together, and you have those friends you grow up, you grow apart. But although you grow apart, you keep them with you because they were there at the beginning. Now that doesn't mean as your friend, I have to cater to your craziness. If you have a gambling addiction that you need to kick, I don't need to keep giving you money for you to get out of your gambling debt. As my friend, you should care about yourself and me enough to know that you need to get that together. Also, Lucius is trying to better himself, basically. He wants to bring his empire to the next level. You can't do that but he's an ass with a purpose. You can't
You have to be
mingle. I'm sorry for making this about race, but it kind of is in this light. You can't mingle with white people and your wife is in jail and she gave drug money so that you could have this company. Your right-hand man is a gambler and he's in debt with a bunch of loan sharks and XYZ. You can't have those ties. So as far as Cookie, I don't think that was intentional as it was a power move to make them great. As far as Bunky, the day you come into my house over your debt that you're in, asking me for my money, and then telling me you want $3 million as though you didn't just ask me for money that I already told you no to because you're in debt. You want $3 million because now you feel as though you're entitled to something. But it's not as though Bunky had been living and sleeping on the street.
Yeah, and then the other thing is too, they say money doesn't change you, it changes the people around you. So when you get into a better situation, those same people, that you grew up with can change. I mean, we've all heard plenty of stories, like with Bow Wow, for instance. His best friend was his manager or whatever, and well, not manager, but was doing something financially for him and was taking money from him. Just like the singer, the Spanish singer Selena. The chick who was her, best friend, fan club president, killed her.
Best friend.
And Michelle's best friend was stealing from her. Just saying.
Exactly. So you can't really always trust the people who grew up with you, but that also, society puts a big thing on loyalty, and people start to feel obligated. Like, well, I'm disloyal if I don't take this person with me because they were with me from the beginning, but everybody can't go. Like I think somebody in the show said, the streets ain't for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks. So, everybody can't go. It's not for everybody. So, like you said, you come in my house threatening me with a gun, that's the last thing you gonna do. I'm just saying.
Let's talk about the children, because when I watched Andre,
Yes.
Andre got a problem. Andre got issues.
Yeah, he got issues.
When I watched Andre, I noticed that I agree. He seemed like he has issues, but am I mistaken, or is he putting his wife out to basically hoe her out, or am I mistaken on that?
Well,
He is,
but
Well, you're not mistaken. What it is that, she's really devoted to her husband. She's really one of them stone cold, for richer for poor, till death do us part. If you in the trenches, I'm in there too. But as you saw, because you saw the last episode, right? So
Right.
as you saw, she's fed up with it. She's like, why can't you do this the right way where it doesn't require me to be in all these compromising positions? You know what I'm saying? Because she's really started.
I don't agree with that, bro, Michelle,
I
because
think she
that
puts
was
it
her
much
master
harder.
plan.
Right.
Right.
'Cause
She
the
wanted
minute
that company.
She wasn't. Go ahead.
No,
she wants
wanted
him to have that company. I agree, but you see what she said. She was like, "Can't we just do this the right way?" Like, she wants him to have the company. She wants him to take his medication, and he, the more he doesn't take his medication for his bipolar disorder, the more he starts just acting a freaking fool.
Right.
But
when she snatched him by his balls in the club, I was too done with that one because she.
But
Right,
the
but she wasn't
bipolarness-
fed up until she had to sleep with that 80-year-old man in the wheelchair. She wasn't
That's why
fed up
she
with
was
nothing.
angry.
regardless of why she's fed up though, she maybe
But I
sometimes it takes something like that to make you sit and reevaluate. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
See, I don't even think
But
Rhonda
she
is
wasn't by herself
dive.
doing
What
it
is
though. He was sleeping around too. So
They both.
was
It's a
doing
game
it.
they play, but I don't think Rhonda is what you call a ride or die. I think Rhonda is there with him because Rhonda sensed that he was going to be something because he has a drive to take over. So when you see someone who wants to take over, you want to be on their team. But as Rhonda's realizing that taking over is taking too much of a toll on his mental state, I think that's what's pulling her back a bit. And then, not to forget to mention the fact that Rhonda's only pissed because in their little game of she picks a girl for him to sleep with and vice versa, she's mad because she got stuck with the old man with the pot belly, with the bald head and the gray hair in a wheelchair.
In the
That's why
wheelchair. I was
she's
gonna say,
mad.
don't forget the wheelchair.
That's why she's mad.
Right.
Screw everything else. I would have been done with the wheelchair.
Well, to me, when you said do or die, I'm sorry. I'm a do or die for my husband, but I'd be fucked over second. Sorry, Dad. I know my dad's in the audience. If I sleep with another man, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that. If I don't care if that's what's gonna make him be who he is. Then I'm sorry, baby. We gonna just be eating cup of noodles all day. Cause I'll be damned if I do that.
I'm so mad at cup of noodles.
Cup of noodles is good, girl. You put a little onions in there and some chicken, girl. Please, cup of noodles work wonders.
And then on top of that, I was saying earlier to some friends I was talking to, I don't feel bad for Rhonda. One of my friends was like, I feel bad for her because he screwed her over and he made her sleep. First of all, he didn't make her sleep with anybody. If anything, this is going, and I hate to go there, but this is in my head going back to Scandal. I feel like you saw this man screw over his brothers and his father because he wanted to be on top. You watched this happen. You helped this happen. And in your little head, you thought you were safe.
Right.
And the other thing too, which Lucius pointed out, the only reason that he's really, wanted a white girl, back to the whole race thing, was because he had something to prove, like he wasn't he was the not talented one in the family. So he's trying to sit up here and be among corporate America and all the suits and stuff, and speak the lingo like he belongs there. And Lucius is just like, you came from the hood just like the rest of us, no matter what you do, they're not going to accept you. So you can marry all the white girls you want. They're not going to accept you.
Right, and everybody said Lucius was the ass. I believe he was the ass. That's the one I could not stand throughout the entire show. That one right there, because he was willing to put his brothers against each other. He even went as far as to have his one set of brothers, friends, to go and shoot up the studio where the other brother was.
They weren't supposed to shoot.
Yeah, well, they weren't supposed to shoot, but they were supposed to go scare him. But still, that's going too far into pinning on the other brother, and knowing that they were close, but he was trying to split them apart so that he would become the forefront of Empire.
Now, speaking of the middle one, which I think is the talented one, is Jamal. I think he is talented, really talented. He seems to be, his head seems to be on straight. He seems to know what he wants, and he seems to have the support of his mother, Cookie, 101%, along with his brother. And I really like him, but I think that his father's homophobic shit is just going to destroy what he's trying to do. Because when I saw the all white show and he came out, because I'm not gonna lie, because I was I was listening to the song, it was like, because me and Pelly had did FaceTime because he was watching it too. We were listening. I was like, yeah, like, this the kind of song to make a. Then he said, I said, did he say man love a man? Did I hear that
right? I could have fell out when he said that.
When I saw Lucius' face, I'm like, oh, he's shit.
But you know what? I think that deep down inside, Lucius really wants to give Jamal the company, and because, like he said, he's the most like his father. He's exactly like his father,
Sure
except
did.
he just happens to be gay. So it's just like he needs to really get over that hump because he doesn't want it for the money. He doesn't want to be the head of the empire like that. He's about the music, and that's what his dad is about. His dad is about preserving the music, and having the music be the legacy for the entire company. Just like when they were pitching the business meeting to the investors and they wanted to talk about all the merchandise, and he's like, no, we're going to do music because that's what this is about.
Right.
And Jamal is about the music. Akeem is young and dumb, so ain't no telling what he going to.
But
I'm
coming
gonna
back to
say with-
Jamal, even though I agree with you, he's about the music, but being a man, because I was talking to my brother, he's my older brother, and he was like, well, I don't know if I could handle having my son come out as being gay. He said, that's one of the, I may love him, but that's really hard. So being in, correct me if I'm wrong, being a black man having a son who's gay, that has to be hard for him. And I'm sure he knows his son can run it, but that thing within him is going to, I think, stop him from allowing him to grow.
It is
into
hard
that.
for him, but he
Let
should
me
be
say
over
that-
that by now. He know that little boy was gay since he was 3 years old. He knew that.
Okay.
And when he came out with the scarves and the high heel shoes, he knew that. And he threw the little boy in the garbage can. So it just was, to me, that was a bit much. Now, I can understand. Now, I know he's ashamed of him. He really is ashamed. And I can understand you may feel some kind of way about a gay child, but to go and throw your own 3-year-old or 4-year-old child in a garbage can, that was a bit much for
Yeah,
me to
I
handle.
have that scene up right now.
But I'm going
But I
to say
mean,
this,
what's
and
hard?
this is me playing devil's advocate. I feel like, and this is from the dynamic of the show, Lucius is your stereotypical, well, I don't want to say stereotypical, well, stereotypical stem from truth. So your stereotypical old school black dad, right? And I don't believe, right. I think bottom line is Lucius loves all 3 of his sons.
I believe
feel
that.
like Lucius sees his sons and he sees their obstacle. The way Taraji or Cookie handles Jamal being gay and the way Lucius handles it are 2 different things. Lucius is all about the music, yes, but he's about the business before the music. Don't be fooled. And I honestly feel like as much as everybody said, look, Lucius, Jamal came out and nobody cared. The earth didn't stop. Let's all be honest with each other. Let's all be real honest with each other. Everybody knows when you see people at job interviews, when people go to job interviews, people will look at you for so many different things. When you go to apply for a job, especially when it's entertainment, whatever, say you come out, okay? You've come out now as who you are. A lot of record labels don't want to deal with you now. Some might for the politics and what money they might get, but a lot won't. People will start looking down on you. People will start giving you these stereotypical roles. Well, you're gay, so I guess you should play that type of gay man, the flamboyant one. They do that, and I honestly feel like a part of that is Lucius's whole anger and worry toward Jamal coming out. I think that has a lot to do with it. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with Jamal being gay. I'm happy he came out. I do, however, have an issue with the fact that he didn't come out because he felt ready to. I still feel like he came out because that other guy was like, oh, it's your life. You can come out if you want to. You should come out if you want to, blah, blah, blah. His mom is in his ear. Everyone's telling him, come out. I feel like people telling you, oh, come out, is equally as bad as people telling you don't come out. I feel like that should be your decision. I like the way he chose to do it. I feel like it was brave for him to choose to do it. But I'm going to still say I think there will be a clapback for him coming out. It's just not going to come out soon. It's going to be subtle things. That's just the way I see it.
I think from a business standpoint, you're right, because I think, his fear too with the IPO launch is losing investors and potential interest for people who are homophobic, because there are other very homophobic people in the world. So there might be potential investors who is like, oh, I don't want to invest in this company now because it could be potentially run by a gay guy. Just because, like you said, that's something within them. My thing is, as somebody who's worked in entertainment PR and stuff like that, it's all about marketing and how you create the scenario. Because my thing is, he's sitting up here being mad and, shunning his own son when Empire is built as a family business. You can spin that. You can sell that. You can sell, oh, my son came out and you know what? I'm going to embrace him because there's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. There's a way to market that and spin that to turn it around and make it a positive. You just have to open your mind and see beyond, see beyond the box.
But it's all about Lucius's personal feelings, though, because he, like y'all said, I believe that he loves all three of them. But when he was sitting down with Cookie, he really could not believe that Cookie was not ashamed of Jamal's gayness. He really could not understand that she was not ashamed of him. So I really think that it's personal for him, too, aside from just worrying about the IPO and worrying about the company and the investors. I think personally, he's really ashamed of his son for being gay. He really is. And he does not, even though he knows it and people on the inside knows it, he was not ready for the entire world to know it.
Well, one thing that I found kind of interesting, because Lee Daniels, I guess the producer of the show, actually had that to happen to him. He said that because his father, when he found out he was gay, actually put him in a trash can. And I thought that, damn, because I was thinking, wow, that whoever wrote that part must have really stretched and reached, but then found out that Lee Daniels actually did happen to him. He was actually, he was put in a trash can when when his father realized he was gay. And we talked about the younger son. Here he is. We didn't really discuss him too much. Which I like his character. He reminds me so much of my little brother, I swear. His whole demeanor, the way he acts, just that he reminds me of my brother. And in real life, my brother's actually, he raps here and there. But let's talk about him, because one thing I liked, my daughter right here told me that that one scene where Cookie did something that reminded her of me, and I was like, what? So I saw the scene today where when he called her a bitch and she took the broom and beat the living shit out of him, and I thought,
he
needed that.
He deserved that, though. He deserved that.
I'd have still been beating his ass.
But that's one thing I could never understand, because I asked Allie after we watched the show, I said, why does he have such a hatred towards Cookie? Because I can understand him feeling that she hadn't been around or what have you, but he had a hatred towards her. And
he was
to be honest,
so young and didn't understand what happened, and he felt abandoned. And that can
but he
cause
should have
you
been
to
told too. He should have been told that Cookie took the fall, because really,
but it doesn't. Even if you're told that as a child, that doesn't register in your head. That registers as, oh, okay, so she took the fall, so she still talks to these people. I can't go see her because she doesn't love me. Kids have that stage. One of my friend's sons has that stage right now. And he's about 3 years old. And when you yell at him now, his favorite thing to say is, she don't love me no more. That's why she yelled at me. Little kids, when they're growing up, that's how they shape things. No matter what the father had said no matter what the father could have or would have said to the children, no matter what he didn't say, at the end of the day, you still have that one parent who's not there. You still have that one parent missing, and nothing makes up for it. It doesn't matter what 50 billion people tell you. That one parent is still alive. They're in jail, yes, but they're alive, and they're not with you. They don't seem to care about you. Letters be damned. They don't see you. So
and then the other thing is too, I don't remember somebody said it in the show, but he grew up rich and privileged. He didn't have to go through Jamal and what's his name? Jamal and what's the eldest one? Right, thank you. Andre. Jamal and Andre had to live in the hood. They had to see the struggle firsthand that it took to get to Empire. When Cookie got arrested, he got the money and everything went straight up from there. So he was a baby in arms at that point. He grew up in the wealth. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what a struggle it was to get there because he grew up when things were good. So to him, he's spoiled. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to hear it. All he knows is his mama wasn't there. And he, I guess, felt like she had no reason not to be there when the situation was always good in his eyes because he never saw the bad part of it.
I just didn't realize it was that bad, though, because that boy really had a complex. I just thought he was being mean to her. But when I saw him, doing sexual activities with Naomi Campbell, and he was laying up there calling her mama, 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 I said, oh, he got a problem.
Well, someone in the audience just said that would you take your child to go see a parent that's in prison?
I would.
And I think I would because I mean I know that they have to know where they come. I mean hell, he knew she was in prison, so it's not like oh where's mom? Oh, she's on a fishing trip for the next 17 years. She's
But
in
at
prison.
the same
He knew that, so he should have been told. He should have been taken to her. He should have.
I think he should have had the right to choose.
He didn't want him to see her in there.
Doesn't matter.
Jamal
It
thought
doesn't matter.
it does matter. You don't. No, Jamal, because Jamal and again, that has to do with the way they grew up. Jamal and Andre grew up in the hood. They grew up seeing that. If you have a chance to spare one child from having to see their parent behind bars, knowing that their parent is here, because even if they were holding it down for your dad, blah, 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 that's not something you want to teach your child. Even like you had your kids in the hood, you don't want them growing up in that. You don't want them growing up seeing their parents behind bars. All the interviews, anyway, I know from interviews, all the interviews I watched of gangsters who are in jail, they don't want the children to come. It'll be nice if they come see them, but they don't want to see that whole thing. And the fact that Jamal growing up got to go visit, Andre chose to stop going to visit, makes it seem like, okay, well, you didn't want Andre there, you didn't want me there, you only wanted Jamal there, so Jamal was your favorite, so you didn't even care about me.
Which made her stupid, because she should have allowed him. Vernon, I've seen 2 parts of Vernon, and I already don't like Vernon's ass. He seems to be
he's sneaky,
unloyal, and a bit of an asshole. Am I right or wrong about Vernon?
You're right.
Well,
yeah, he is a little
but
bastard.
Playing devil's advocate, as Bamshi says, the other thing to it is he feels like he's entitled to a little bit more. Again, he was back with Lucius in the days with Bunky. He feels as though he's been a flunky all of this time. Like he's not getting due respect or due, deliverance for all the work that he's put in for him. Like he basically just helped this man get away with murder. And it's almost like, Lucius kind of acts like, oh, well, he owes it to him. Like, that dude didn't have to do that for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like he doesn't treat him like the business partner or person that he's supposed to be. He more so treats him like, I got you out the hood, so nigga, you owe me. And I feel like he is an asshole or whatever, but he was driven to be that way.
Well, you have to be assholes.
How many people, I mean, I can understand what you're saying, but how many people do you just carry up with you when you go up? I can understand trying to carry everybody up, but everybody ain't MC Hammer. Everybody can't. You see what happened to MC Hammer trying to carry everybody ass with him. Now he's fucking broken. He's bankrupt. You cannot carry everybody with you. You cannot. Somebody has to stay in the trenches. That's just the way it is. And I'm not saying that.
Lucius ain't no fool either, though, because he told him to his face, listen, what side you on? Because I'm trying to detect a little unloyalty. Because, first of all, he was ready to take Lucius down and side with Andre. They was working together to try to get him the role so that Andre told him he would look out for him. So they had been plotting against Lucius. You understand? But then when Lucius did not vote him in, that was the slap in their face right there. And that's when old boy, bipolarism and all that stuff kicked in.
Well,
and that's when the wife had
voted in. he shouldn't have been voted in because first of all, he's on drugs. Second of all, I don't really trust him either. And third of all, he's
No.
behind his dad's back. Because if one of my
Right.
kids got behind my back and did some shit, you can best believe that they are no longer statics. I've proved that more than once. So
Right.
I don't want to, that. No, I agree with Lucius' decision not to
I
back
agree.
his ass.
Mhm.
Now here, hello. Oh, not Hello Kitty. Boo Boo Kitty.
Boo Boo
She
Kitty.
can kiss my
Boo
ass.
Boo Kitty.
I like
I don't like her.
Well, when
My
I
husband thinks she
I
is
didn't have
so
nothing against.
party.
She is pretty, but I didn't have anything against her until she
That's
showed
vague.
her other side. Because that lady never did her nothing but to get, because Lucius decided to trust Cookie and let that, what's that old lady, that old singer who
Elle.
had been,
the one Courtney Love played. I
Elle.
don't remember her name, but I know it's Courtney Love.
Her name is Elle.
Elle,
Dallas.
There we go. Elle.
when Cookie decided to take over her career and to let her perform at the all white party, she was against it, Boo Boo Kitty. And so when Lucius decided to trust Cookie's instincts on this, she was so mad. And this lady was a drug addict, but Cookie worked to clean her up, and she had gotten her act together. She was staying clean. And when Boo Boo Kitty went and talked to that lady and put something in her drink, I was like, okay, this lady right here, I have no words for her anymore. She's no good.
I haven't had words for Boo Boo Kitty until somebody had to tell me a different perspective so I could get it. Because I told my twin, can somebody please explain to me how you are the current relevant girlfriend in this situation? Okay? The ex comes out of jail. Okay? And let's all be honest, as much as we like Cookie, when she came out of jail, that wasn't cute. That wasn't. It wasn't cute at all. So you sat there and you saw Cookie and you decided to make her your threat. Because truth be told, I honestly feel like as a woman, I can have an attitude and I can say I don't like somebody. And as soon as they're friendly to me, I have no reason to dislike them because I know I'm going to look like an asshole. I have no reason to. So when you sit there and decide to make somebody your enemy, please be prepared for them to play that enemy role for you. And then I got told that maybe she behaved that way because she knew deep down Lucius still liked her.
Oh, yeah.
But in my head, that still doesn't fit.
That's
because
obvious.
if you know Lucius still likes her, then you already know that you have no business being here. So in my
It's
head,
not-
I feel like you should have just
I
left.
think it's beyond
It's not-
like. I think it's love.
It's not even.
It's
It's
love.
not even that. It's that she's one-dimensional. Boo Boo Kitty is one-dimensional. Though she may have all of the numbers and the business side of it down packed, she doesn't have Cookie's pizzazz. Cookie doesn't need to have all the numbers and things. You see how she talked to the investors. She didn't even really mention numbers. That whole speech that Boo Boo Kitty wrote outlined all these statistics and numbers, which normally people in investor situations want to hear. But Cookie gave it that that pizzazz that's just like, look,
Yes.
we all came from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We all have our past. We all did whatever. But, this man struggled to get here. This is his dream. And he's going to keep making money regardless. So you might as well just invest, you know what I'm saying, and make money with us.
Mm-hmm.
But can we all just sit here and honestly admit together that the only reason Boo Boo Kitty is there is because in order for you to go from the hood to Wall Street, you need somebody who is reputable on your arm. A girl whose father is a doctor and their mother is Lord knows what, because I didn't pay attention to her. That's somebody you need on your
debutante.
arm. And she cleaned up. So you need that on your arm. And she's a debutante and all this other foolishness. Now, apparently, Boo Boo Kitty has a dirty side because she's talking to gangsters, which confused me because I remember her ducking and crying and screaming and shaking when they started shooting, which I would too, I'm just saying, but she thought she was hood enough to go there. So I don't understand why she was scared.
Yeah, that's the scene. I have that scene now too, where I haven't seen that one yet. I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
I did.
I honestly am trying to like not see her as precious. I swear to God, I am. But
It's
Her
hard.
name is
Oh wait,
Gabre
hold on. Who
Sidibe.
told Precious to put on that doggone blonde
Her
hair
name
over
is
that black?
Gabre.
Oh, she Precious, okay? Everybody know her as
Her name is
Precious.
Gabre.
Her name
her
not gonna
name
be no
is
Gabourey. Her
Becky
name is
on the show.
Precious.
I wanted to show you guys this. I know you guys will get a kick out of this, where it says
No, I was
Precious thinks she
upset.
that shit because she worked for Lucius now. I had to
No,
put that meme in there. I'm sorry. I
But
had
wait,
to.
but wait, I gotta hear what Colleen got to say about Precious.
I am fucking upset at the fact they put that girl in that fucking pinstripe out them tight ass fucking cuffs around her fucking wrists, nigga. It looked like her fucking arms was breathing for fucking space and air in this motherfucker with that old that shit pisses me off. They know that girl big, like, and she big and black with no neck, with blonde fucking hair, put her in that goddamn pinstripe ass damn dress. A hot fucking mess. I was upset at that shit. Lord have mercy.
I don't have that clip. I wish I did.
I wish you
You know what?
did too.
And they make her,
Tell
you
me
know,
how you really feel about that.
Man, then she be walking in them fucking stiletto shoes, feet be leaning to the side, feet be hurting like a motherfucker.
Those are not stilettos. They're
and they
Man, I
make
don't-
her
stilettos.
I don't know.
Those ain't no stilettos.
Call it what you want, them motherfuckers be doing the gangster lean on her feet, like for real.
Oh man, it's the gangster lady. I
character
can't.
And
seemed
if we're talking about Becky the character, though, because I refuse
We're
to
talking
come
about
for what wardrobe did to her.
Becky the character is still wearing tight ass clothes.
I
Those-
refuse
saw-
to come for
I'm
what
sorry.
wardrobe did to her. I'm not gonna come for her.
I'm
But-
still.
But the thing too, have you noticed as a
mad at-
character, she's always flirty and like they make her out to be, seem a little tad bit insecure because like how she flirts with Jamal and how she was flirting with Antoine Fisher. I can't think of his name right now, but
Is
she
the
was.
reason Jamal is gay now? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she
I'm
was
sorry.
she insecure with that blonde hair.
No,
sitting on
that
top
would
of
be
that black
Nina
hair.
Simone.
She needs
I
to be
think
insecure
that
with
the
that.
reason I don't think she's like actually flirtatious because she's well aware that they're gay. I think she's just one of those bubbly because fat people, you can only play one of two or one of three apparently. You can play Precious, you can play the mammy, or you can play the fat bubbly person that's never sad in everybody's business. Those are your three roles right there. And she's played two of them. So this one is the fat bubbly person who knows everybody's business. That's the role she's currently playing.
Well, she need to pay the fat bubbly person to go to the hairdresser and do something about that hair because I was like, well, what is wrong with that?
I'm
Why
so
did they
mad
put
at
that?
No.
Why did they
I'm
put
not
that
messing
hair
with
on
neither one of
her?
y'all with that today. I'm not playing
Now,
that.
You're not gonna-
I have yet to meet Portia. I have yet to see her on the show, but
I
I've been
like
told that
her.
her character is just too much.
It's
She's
just all the
funny and
ratchet
she's
you
crazy
put in your
and
eye. That's her character.
everybody
I
likes
like
her.
her.
I mean, she's definitely loyal to Cookie. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever, she's definitely loyal to Cookie because Boo Boo Kitty tried to snatch her up, on some, I could pay you double what Cookie is paying you, and Cookie
Right.
mistreats you and you don't have to do all of this. And she's still, loyal to Cookie.
See, I think actually that's funny. I think that's where Cookie and Lucius differed. When Lucius went to go build up his people to support him, he built up the people with the exception of that one no good individual that he calls his crony still. He built them up with the people who didn't really plan on going anywhere. When Cookie went looking for people to be on her team, she picked people who she knew were down for the cause. Because if you go pay somebody and the only thing keeping y'all together is the payment, then they can be bought for even more. But if you go get somebody who has some morals, she might not be the most well-spoken. She might not be the most professional, but she gets her job done. And she tells the truth.
I'm sorry.
I just laughed
just
every
keep-
time she
I
talked.
just keep thinking about them shoes. Anyway, what do you guys think of the analogy that Empire is the old Dallas. Now, I read that basically that's what they're comparing it to. Now, I don't know if anybody ever watched Dallas. I never watched Dallas, the old Dallas, but a friend of mine's mother, she and I were talking about it, and she said, "Yeah, I think it can remind you a little bit of Dallas as far as how, you know." But if I'm not mistaken, with Dallas, it was a little bit of a difference as far as how the brothers were, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, JR was the father's favorite, or maybe he wasn't. So, and then the middle boy was. I mean, if anybody's ever seen Dallas, kind of like see me where the analogy comes from, why people are saying it's the same show.
I mean, in
Anybody?
a general sense, I can see that because it was a family business and the family fought against each other for the rights of the business. So in that way, yes, I can see it, but I don't think that Empire's fight is to the level that Dallas's fight was on, because Dallas, they would burn each other up in the building. They would damn near kill each other to do, to get to the top or whatever. I think these, the Empire brothers actually love each other, but they didn't understand. And Hakeem and Jamal still to this day don't know that the reason why they had a fight and the reason why they were at each other's throat was because Andre set them up. They still don't know that. So I don't think on Dallas that nobody has to set anybody up. I just think that they are just going to fight each other no matter what, to get that money for the oil business rights.
But here's what I find interesting. When Cookie, from first episode to 8th episode, okay, when Cookie first came out of jail, Cookie seemed like the enemy, in the sense that she teamed up with Andre initially to get Akeem and Jamal against each other. I'm still trying to figure out where the turn took place. And where she actually, if either A, that was a facade she put on, or B, at some point she actually realized how fucked up it was. But you remember, initially she met with Andre and they were plotting together to get the two of them to fight each other.
Well, I thought Andre actually came to her. I don't think she went to
did.
him. I think he went to her and said, "Mom, do you love me? Blah blah blah. This is what I want you to do." That's how I think.
I mean, regardless of how it went, they were, she was still a part of it in the beginning.
She was a part of that.
She
But
was
I
a part
think
of it, but
one
she didn't
thing
want
to
them
remember
to fight.
about Cookie is I don't think she's the villain. One thing about Cookie is she's still trying, like any missing parent or absentee, she wants to make up for the fact that she hasn't been there. So she will say whatever. She won't do it, but she will say whatever to make you feel better about your life. As long as you feel like she's on your team, that's all that. It's kind of like if you go. Now, some people like me have the type of mom who'll tell them hell no, and that's that. No offense. But some people, if their parent has been absent, like if you had that absentee father who came around and he has money, now you can be like, "Oh, daddy, can you give me money?" And then on top of that, also, can you stop talking to this girl that you just started dating? He will tell you yes to both and do one of them. Whichever one is easiest and whichever one will cause the least harm for them. Because her putting Jamal against Hakeem, though she did go and say she wanted Jamal, that's more because she knows Jamal is gay. She knows that that's the only person that Lucius will agree to sign off on. She can't get Hakeem. So that's the only way she can say, "Oh yeah, you see, I am putting them against each other because I took Jamal." That doesn't necessarily mean she's doing it.
Well, they're
But
both,
she did say,
I mean, they're both talented.
They
They're
are.
both very talented. Andre is not talented.
No,
at
he
all.
just went to school and got the
Andre
paperwork.
is
and
talented,
stuff.
just not in music.
Yeah, he's just not in music. But
You
the
have
thing
to be
about
talented
it,
to pull off some of the stuff he pulls off. It's not a good talent, but it's a talent.
yeah, because he did, get them the finances that they, were able to get. But the thing for me is he went at Cookie with a certain angle. He basically
Lucius
went to
hasn't liked
her.
him since he decided to date the white woman.
Right, but he,
Right, that's why he doesn't trust him.
I just feel like he went to, I'm not sure if y'all can hear me.
We can hear
Can y'all
you.
hear me? Okay. I feel like, Andre went to Cookie with at a certain angle. He didn't go to her to say, "Oh, well, we're gonna," like he went to the dad's partner and said, "We're gonna play against Dad and we're gonna play against Hakeem." He didn't say that. He basically said he felt that Jamal was not being treated justly because he wasn't allowed to do as much as Hakeem, and he wasn't going to be allowed to perform in the white party and all this stuff like that. And he promised Cookie that he can get her Jamal because he felt like he would be able to make something of Jamal because Jamal was talented. And she agreed to take Jamal because that's all she wanted was a project. That's all she wanted was to feel important at Empire because Lucius wasn't letting her have anything in the beginning. So that's all she wanted was a project. And that project being one of her sons, that was a plus. That's all I felt it was with her. She just wanted to make something of Jamal and turn around and be Jamal's advocate since Lucius was so against him doing anything for fear that he would come out and say that he's gay. So I don't think that she was ever wanting to basically put Hakeem and them at war. I think her war, at the beginning, she wanted to go to war with Lucius. It
But
wasn't
Lucius
about
also
Hakeem
set up a
versus,
scale to put them
right.
to put them at war with each other. Lucius did it, and then Cookie came in, said she'd do it. Andre did it. They kind of did it to themselves. I think that's a family dynamic for them.
What do you guys think about the supposedly original cast? Now, I heard that Wesley Snipes was supposed to play Lucius, and Monique was supposed to play Cookie,
I
and
was
then these other ones supposed to play the other part. Now, Moesha actually went on, I forgot it was a TMZ or whatever, and said that yes, I was supposed to play the Cookie part, and it was going to be given to me, and then something happened where they said she was difficult to work with, and I did hear that Wesley Snipes was supposed to play the part of Lucius, but
I don't like no
that didn't fall through. And then the other three at the bottom, which the first guy, I don't know his name, the cute chocolate one.
Lance Gross.
The cute chocolate one. Lord have mercy. But anyway, no offense, honey. Don't come for me. But I could see him. But the other two, come on now, really?
I could see Wesley Snipes playing the part of the cutthroat dad because when he did it in because he did that in what was the name of that New Jack City when he played the cutthroat. So yeah, I could see him playing the cutthroat. Nino Brown. Yeah, so he's very good at cutthroat roles. But I feel like Cookie was the definite part for Cookie because Moesha need to go sit down and focus on the game and be Chardonnay. She don't need to be an Empire. I like who they picked.
Hell to
I
the
thought it was
no.
supposed to have been Monique.
It
not
was-
Moesha.
It's Monique. Yeah.
Monique.
Oh, I thought y'all said Moesha. Oh, Monique. Wait, Monique be Cookie?
Yeah.
No.
There's stories
See,
about
I'm not
this.
feeling that.
There's
Me either,
stories.
sis.
One, the producer or the casting director spoke out and said no, they didn't offer Monique the part of Cookie. The only reason that Wesley Snipes isn't Lucius is because Taraji P. Henson spoke up and said the only reason she'd be Cookie is if they got Lorenz Tate. As far as Little Romeo playing
Lorenz
Jamal,
Tate.
I know.
Lorenz Tate.
Oh, sorry, not Lorenz Tate. Sorry, Terrence Howard. Look, listen, they're like bright. I can't. Anyway,
They're like,
Little Romeo. I didn't know Little Romeo was supposed to play Jamal. I do know Quincy. What? I'll be sure his last name. I'll be sure
Brown.
Diddy
Quincy
plays.
Brown.
Thank you. He was supposed to play Jamal, but Diddy didn't do that because they'd have to sign off all rights to their music to Fox, and he didn't want that. As far as Lance Gross, I'm sorry, I personally can't see Lance Gross playing Andre because Andre, the way he behaves, I don't know that I've ever seen Lance Gross act well enough. I don't know if he might have it, but I personally haven't seen it. That's not Diddy's life
that
story
is.
because
You know
he has
what?
2 sons, 3 daughters, and Diddy ain't about that life like that. He is about that life, but not quite like that.
I thought
Well,
that
wait,
was
how
funny too
was
when I
that
read
Diddy's
that.
life story? Do y'all
Well,
really believe that
that's
that's Diddy's story?
no, no.
I
I don't think Diddy believes it's his damn story. And 50 Cent
Right.
need to take his ass and sit down some damn where. Because honestly, I think it's a jealousy thing. You see, Empire has blown the hell up. I mean, look, we're talking about it. It's
Exactly.
all over social media. Everybody can't wait to see it. You know, it's like you don't even hear about Scandal anymore. All you hear about is Empire. You know, I mean, look, I'm doing a damn show about it. We're up here talking about it now. So it's something that
But wait, hold on.
everybody's
Now. I
like,
still like Scandal. Hold on now. Because Olivia is back. That's all I gotta say.
Right?
so I think everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, and people probably went, damn, I wish I would have thought of that first, or damn, that that idea was somewhat in my head. So of course everybody's trying to take credit over it. But 50 Cent, bad mouthing it, he needs to sit his ass down somewhere.
But see, 50 Cent badmouths everything. That's how he first got
Well,
his first attention on his first album, by badmouthing and coming out and
Well,
talking bad
honey,
about
his
people
first
and
album,
stuff.
he came out and crushed Ja Rule's soul, honey. Because notice, we have not heard nothing. A peep.
the only reason originally 50, when the Empire, to be honest, when Power came out and Empire came out, I actually thought that it was Empire when Power came out. But the only reason about that is because of the whole music industry thing. Outside of that, they don't have the same issues, the same problems. I've only watched like 2 episodes of Power, so I'm not, what's it called?
Exactly, Hog. And that's what I was thinking. I told you that. Remember, Allie, when we were discussing that? I
Biggie
said
was
so.
useful, and what's his name? Bucky was like Bunky. His name is Bunky. Enough said. What?
But that's what I told Allie though. When I heard that P Diddy was saying that was his life story, I said, so what? He saying he killed Biggie?
He ain't gonna say that. He gonna shut the hell up. He gonna take that to the grave. He ain't gonna let
Right.
nobody know that at all.
Is he saying Lil Kim was his baby's mama? Is that why she was in jail? Because somebody got to tell me something.
Lord.
Bucky Big Yo, the same thing.
But what got me out of the whole situation is Lil Romeo, because I just cannot see it at all.
Yeah, I don't see.
I can't
that
see him
for
playing
him.
the gay role.
Because he
Sorry.
can't even rap to me, so I don't even understand.
You leave Lil Wody alone. His
Right.
name is
Yeah,
Romeo
I'm about
now.
to say, hold on. That's New
Don't
Orleans
go
now.
far.
I think he needs to just stick to ICDC commercials.
And
And
take it around this motherfucker and sit his ass down some way.
And Corbin
could be
Blue
like
can go back to
Bow Wow
High
right
School
now.
Musical. I'm just saying,
At
Corbin
least
Blue
he
could
went
take
to
his ass
school.
back to High School Musical.
Y'all know when y'all hear him say ICDC college, y'all asses all want to sing along and all want to get that
ICDC.
phone and start calling it. Don't even try to act like y'all ain't with it.
Oh, I think that's the
Because as soon
wackest ass commercial in the world.
Right.
I picked up the phone and started dialing before I knew it.
Every
I
time
was
that
like,
shit
just
come on, I
shit,
turn
yeah.
the channel. I turns the channel quick.
I agree with you, except I add Hakeem as a villain, but he's not a villain on purpose. His stupidity makes him a villain. And can we discuss the fact that the boy has a drinking problem? Isn't he like 18? He can't be 21.
Yeah, I think he's 18.
And he has.
So your parents
a
are
very
watching
bad
you
drinking
drink
problem.
all this time, and the public is watching you drink all this
And he
time?
smokes weed. And he smokes
but
weed.
what
Well,
got
the
me-
smoking weed one, yeah, that's I see that a lot. But that bottle that you got in your little hand all the time, as soon as you get upset, that's a problem.
As a mother, I feel Cookie when she said her ass straight about her son, like for real. Cause she
I
Yes.
feel like
That's
Cookie needs to
behind
get
her
off the
damn
fact that she
son,
wasn't
for real.
there and basically tell him it's time to get over it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can't make up for lost time, but you can definitely make the best of the time that you now have. But also, wait, hold on, y'all ain't touched on the part where they said when her and Lucius started back sleeping together and stuff, because when after she made that speech, honey, did y'all see what he said in front of Cuckoo look at me, Cuckoo Kitty.
When he
Boo
said,
Boo
I love
Kitty.
you, Cookie.
When he said, I love you, Cookie. And he meant that from the depths of his soul, honey, because he said that with his eyes closed.
It's
And
clear
Anika's
that he still
face.
loves Cookie, and that's
Lord.
understandable.
I love you.
Mm.
wasn't like that, but the speech that he gave, when you see it, she gave an amazing speech, which is even more amazing because I don't see many ex-wives in general who can say something so nice and genuine about their ex-husband.
Especially considering their situation.
Right.
It's just like that she was even able to part her lips to deliver that speech.
But as
But
far
that
as
came
her
from the heart,
sleeping
though,
with
too.
him, I wasn't surprised and I wasn't disappointed in her.
I wasn't either. Shit,
I
because
feel
I
I
feel
want
like
them
he
to
loved
get
her
back
and she loved
together.
him. Right.
Well, I feel like everything is. I feel like she's entitled to everything that she gets from
I
everybody.
know.
Because at the end of the
I'm
day,
not gonna say I
it
feel
was her
like
money.
she's entitled.
No,
to
she
it,
is
'cause
entitled.
technically
No,
speaking,
she is entitled. It was her money. She did 12 years for it. It risked
17.
her. It was 17. It risked her whole family, her life, and everything to give him that money to
Right,
start
I
it.
agree with that. I think if anybody should run it, it should be
She
her.
should be her, right? It should.
It
be
should
Oh,
her.
be.
run the
I
company.
feel like that
Yes.
too.
I'm
Because
talking
she
about, I was
was
talking about
put him
Lucius.
on in the
Because
beginning. She didn't want to put Lucius on in the beginning.
Yeah, she was the mastermind behind the whole stuff. She told him how he needs to rap, when he needs to say this, or if he was behind the beat, or whether he need to come above the beat. She was the
Yep.
mastermind behind that whole stuff.
Yep.
She was the one that told him when he didn't think that nobody was going to want to hear his stuff. Yes, this is going to be big. I can feel it. You keep doing it. Even when she was about to be put in jail, even when they was coming to lock her down, she told him, please tell me you're not going to stop because this is going to be big. So that's all she was worried about was him. So she is the person that can run it. I feel like she can run it more than anybody else.
And that kind of pisses me off with his ass because you've got a woman that's down for you. And I mean, she took the blame for everything. She basically didn't say anything about him having been a part of it. And she that's 17 damn years of your life while your husband divorces you while you're locked up.
Right.
You don't see your children. Hell yeah, that bitch needs that empire. I have to agree 100%.
I think she needs empire. What I'm saying is I don't think, okay, I agree with the fact that she slept with him. However, I don't agree with the fact that he was in a relationship and she knew he was in a relationship and said, damn your relationship, and slept with him. Anyway,
Man, fuck the boo-boo kitty. Fuck that girl.
I'm sorry. He was her husband first. I'm sorry.
Fuck her. Fuck
Let
the
me tell
boo-boo
you
kitty.
something
Real
right now.
talk.
If mommy goes to jail and your daddy divorces
he ain't gonna get
you while
nobody
we're
else.
in jail,
He gotta work.
while I'm in jail and I come out, you best believe I'm coming out with my fist up and ready
Right.
to take mine back.
Right, you
Best
gonna claim
And when you
what's
will
your
have no
my man.
other woman.
And when you get
He
out,
will have
Grammy,
no other woman,
and when
period.
you-
That's not, we're not
exactly.
talking about you because you won't be in that situation.
Well,
He
all
will
I'm
have
saying-
no other woman. He'll be
Well,
in there
you
every day of those 17
But she didn't
years.
think she'd be in that situation either. You know,
No.
if you look at their love, when you see all of the flashbacks from, before she got locked up and you see their love and their connection and even the connection that's still maintained, Boo Boo Kitty don't mean nothing to that dude.
Not at all.
Because he, you know what I'm saying? She don't mean nothing to him. Period.
Like
For real.
He
For
just
real.
needed her daddy to sign off for that IBO. I
Right.
think that's the bottom line
See,
when he got diagnosed.
Y'all keep saying Boo Boo Kitty don't mean nothing, but Boo Boo Kitty does mean something. Boo Boo Kitty don't mean nothing emotionally. But Boo Boo Kitty means something monetarily, which is important to Lucius.
Well, see, what she needs to understand it when it comes to Cookie, Lucius ain't gonna check Cookie for her motherfucking ass, number one, because in the episode when she came to the house, the bitch was dressed and then turned around and came out in the motherfucking lingerie. That bitch looked at her and just walked completely out into the other room.
Me and my
like
twin
she
were talking.
owned
I was like,
that
I thought it was a
motherfucking house,
bathing
like,
suit.
for real.
'Cause
No,
that didn't look like
it
no
was
kind of
some
lingerie.
fucking, it was some damn lingerie she had with her no ass having
My
ass.
part
She
was
gets on
when
my
they
damn
had the
nerves.
family dinner to meet Tiana, and she sits at the head of the table, and she's like, "Go on, sit down there with your daddy."
Go on, sit down there. Go on. She sure
I
did.
was
I think in that
done.
particular
I was
instance,
done.
I feel like Lucius didn't want those problems.
Right, he didn't, because she sure went carried her ass down there on the other end.
See, that's what he wants. She wants Lucius to check Cookie, and he's not gonna check Cookie.
He's not gonna check
at
Because
all.
he know
He's
Cookie
not.
right.
Right, he's not gonna do that.
And he knows that he's gonna have a hell of a fight on his hands
I
behind
already
Cookie.
know.
He said most
Damn
ass
right.
I've seen on Fox.
Yo, when she showed up at that dinner in that fur coat with that lingerie on, and they told Boo Boo Kitty, "This is an ass," I was done.
Right.
Right.
I
So
was
no.
done.
Because I was wondering what Boo Boo Kitty was showing in that whatever it was she was wearing. I'm
What
like,
showing
listen,
shit? What she showing? She
you
ain't
don't
got no
have boobs.
ass. That ain't
You
no
have no
ass.
butt. So what?
Shit.
What are we fighting about here? I have more ass and boobs in the moo I'm wearing than you do in your entire nakedness. Right? I'm confused.
Right. She ain't got no ass at all. No.
She got a daddy that's a doctor.
Right.
That's
And
what
she
she
that's
got-
what it all boiled
And
down
she used
to.
to be
What
a
does her
fucking
mom do
debutante,
exactly?
but don't nobody give
What
a
is-
shit about all that.
Her mama
So-
is a stay-at-home wife. She's a debutante. That's all she
But
has going for her.
now,
Okay.
all hell about to break loose on the next Empire, because when Lucius told her that he would never sleep with Cookie ever again, that he would get married to her at the white party and propose to her and all of this stuff. So then Cookie went and broke the news and said, "Hey, yeah, well, good luck, congratulations on your wedding, because we just did it last night in the studio."
In the studio,
Yes,
right?
in the
That
studio.
bitch, that bitch
Yes.
face priceless, and that bitch almost started crying.
So what was the name of that enemy, the other company? I forget his name. The other guy, the white guy who Lucius. Yeah, Ferretti. So
Ferretti.
she went to Ferretti's building, and I don't know what she's going to do at Ferretti's, but she
We'll
sure
know
was going to
Well,
see
I'm
the
gonna
enemy.
catch up and see that.
I've actually seen some previews for the next episode, and from the looks of it, it looks like she's sleeping with him.
Right, that's
From
what I
the-
said.
Oh Lord
Been
Jesus!
fucking them.
From
Been
the-
fucking them.
Cause it's a part where he says something like she moans,
Cover your ears,
moans
Lucy. Cover your ears.
your name in her sleep or something, or she
Right.
calls to you in her sleep, and the only way you know what somebody doing in their sleep is if you sleeping with them.
Right.
So I think
So she
that
been
Oh
sleep-
my.
She been
Well,
sleeping.
technically, Maury proved that that's not the only way, because you could have been stalking them, but I guess this is not that kind of show. Sorry.
But I mean, if she was
I'm gonna
stalking,
go with
but
sleeping.
how could she be stalking
Right.
him? She lives in the same house with Lucius. They cohabitate, so it's not like they live in separate houses
But I
to where
hope-
she would
to be
be
honest,
calling
I
for
hope,
him in her sleep.
I hope this shit hits the fan and he kick our ass to the curb. I really do, because I can't
Oh,
stand
it's gonna hit the fan. Oh, I just can't wait.
Can I just say that I feel like Boo Boo Kitty is gonna pull an I'm pregnant because Boo Boo Kitty wants Empire? We all know she does. We all know she does.
I don't know. I just can't wait. That could be something. I know she does want Empire, but I don't know if she's gonna like be a Benedict Arnold and go trade some information to Beretti or something. Because I kind of feel like this is what's gonna happen. By she, I feel like she. Well, first of all, I did feel like she was gonna tell Lucius's business about his illness, but I don't think she can do that because that would be in turn getting her father in trouble. So I don't think she can do that. But something big is going to happen. Something is going to happen, and I just cannot wait. I'm sitting on the edge of my chair. Lord have mercy, I cannot wait.
Yeah, because every time I see her, I just throw my fucking shoe at the TV.
But you know what? If she's been working with Beretti the whole time, that kind of makes sense on why she did what she did to Elle Dallas. You know, not only did it discredit Cookie, but Elle Dallas becoming a star again posed a threat to her credibility, because remember, she was ready to get rid of Elle.
She was
And
ready to get
if
rid of
Elle
her.
came back, you know, and proved that she could still be a star with the investors and all of that, that would be competition for Beretti, because Beretti is the competition. Because remember, the one guy that the little boy shot somebody at the mall because he was listening to his lyrics, and he ended up dropping him because of Cookie, and then he signed over with Beretti.
And that
I
was
think
somebody
that
that she
she
brought in, correct?
tried to get rid of, and I think she tried to get rid of Elle because Elle would have been a threat to the other label because she's a good artist
Right.
when she's clean.
But Elle didn't. I feel bad because Elle didn't deserve that.
Deserve it. No,
Ah.
she didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, that
she
was
worked
Boo Boo
so.
Kitty's
I
fault.
felt so bad because she worked so hard, and she
did.
wanted to prove herself in Cookie.
With her
I
dry
felt
ass.
really bad for her.
And Cookie worked hard too because she actually went to the thing, broke down the door, and fought her to throw that shit down the toilet. You know, so she was personal with Elle. You know, and they had basically grew a bond and stuff. So when Boo Boo Kitty did that, I said I just felt some kind of way about her because I'm like, okay, so now you're choosing to. For your own personal needs, you're choosing to basically mess up the company or put the company in a bad light now that Elle, can't perform. But they were able to overshadow that anyway and come out on top. So she thought she was going to have Cookie in a bad light with Lucius. And what happened was that Lucius took Cookie to bed. But she thought she was gonna mess up Cookie's credibility with
twice.
Yes,
3 times.
she thought she was gonna mess up Cookie's credibility with Lucius, and that did not happen because the speech overshadowed that. Yes.
Yeah, that's never.
Can I say the saddest thing I saw in that whole thing so far was Cookie sitting in that jail cell singing "You're So Beautiful" to her. I don't know why, but that made me hurt for her. I felt so bad for her.
And she was singing that from her soul.
I did too. I really did. When I saw that part, I really felt bad.
Because that's all she had was her and the music.
I am Team Cookie all day.
Me too. I feel like that too.
Fuck a Boo Boo Kitty.
Alright,
yes,
fuck that
I love
bitch with her molly wop ass head. Fuck her real talk.
I don't care what none of y'all have to say. I am Team Raven Simone. I don't know her name. I don't know what her name is. But I know when she walked her janky ass onto that stage, I said, yes, Raven. Yes. Don't know where you came from.
And the funny...
I haven't seen Raven Simone yet.
In RL, outside of the show, there
Jamal's
were rumors.
Baby mama.
There were rumors at one point in time before the show even, Empire even came into existence. There were rumors in RL, that she and Jussie had something going on. So I think that they played on that situation with the casting.
But she's with Asmarie, who looks really good in the show, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell is that?
Asmarie,
yet?
I don't know if she's in the first episode, but Hakeem has this one friend that's bald that a lot of people think is a boy. And she's all tatted up, but she's really a girl.
I remember her.
She's very fair-skinned, but yeah, she's a girl.
She was on America's Next Top Model.
Yes, she's a stud. I know what you're talking about.
Well, we have actually ran out of time. I can't believe it. We've been talking about this for a good hour, but this has become my favorite show. I will be talking about it on Facebook now. May even make a little, a group about it so we can discuss it. But the winner tonight are 2 gentlemen. I'm going to hand you $2K each. The first gentleman who was very vocal. And if I say your name wrong, sweetheart, please forget. Yes. He basically definitely made what he felt like right out there. So congratulations on your 2K. And then the next one would be Eden, who I love that outfit Eden has on. It actually Eden, if you don't mind, stand up. I want everybody to see it. It actually reminded me of the outfit that they wore in Empire. Love it. It actually reminded me of the outfit that Lucius and how Lucius and his son wore it.
Jamal.
Love it. Anyway, everybody, thanks so much for coming tonight. As I said before, I am humbled every time someone comes to the show and sits down and talk. Next week, I have no clue what the show is going to be about, so I apologize. Normally, I try to tell you what the show is going to be about, but within about maybe 3 weeks, we are going to have a show about Orange is the New Black.
Oh, that's my show.
Yes.
Oh, that is
we're going to talk about that. And I promised my husband that we're going to talk about, should I say it? The Walking Dead.
No.
So we're going to talk about The Walking Dead as well. So we're going to have those 2 coming up very, very soon. I'm going to have quite a few people on, for you to actually sit back and relax and enjoy. I'm going to have I'm not going to tell you. I was about to say who I'm going to have, but I'm not going to have who the special guest is. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank everyone for, I'm not telling nobody shit. I want to thank those who did nominate me for Best Talk Show Hostess and also Woman of the Year. Business Woman of the Year. You do not know how much that means to me. I don't want to start crying because everybody knows I'm a cry freaking baby. Also, thank you for nominating my family, the Christiansons, my grandmother, Alpha Sigma Omega, my daughter. I can go on and on. My husband, R2VE, my sister Diva, her sorority is. Our family is grateful to you. Trust me. We embrace it. Someone made the statement that I was self-centered, and it really hurt me. It really, really did, because I'm thinking if they knew who I was, they would never, ever think about that with me. I am so humbled, and I am like, when somebody even tells me anything I do good, it makes my heart skip a beat. So,
Sugar, first of all, we all know you're not self-centered, and I know the person who made that statement, and he's want to talk. So, anyway, moving on. And if he got a problem with it, y'all can tell him to address me, because I know somebody gonna run back and tell. So y'all can tell him to address me directly. I have no problems. My box is always open. Thank you. You don't come for my sugar pops.
Well, first of all, I don't even want it.
They do not want it, because first of all, she doesn't even know half of the time when we're planning to do something. We just tell her to go sit down and rest her nerves, and we just take it from there, whether it be on this side, the Christiansen side, everybody just get together and do something for her.
Sugar does a lot. She bends over backwards and stresses herself out to do a lot to support people and do a lot for other people. So for somebody to say some stupid shit like that, I'm sorry, you can't come for my sugar pops. Like I said, my box is always open. If anybody got a problem with sugar, you can come through me. Thank you.
But the fact that they even worried about what's going on over here means that they have a problem. And, if they're worried about her and what's going on over here that much, then they have a problem.
Anyway, I didn't mean to get a debate going, just to let people know. If you don't know me, hit up my box, get to know me. I'm actually a very nice person, unless I don't have no fucking cookies. Now, if I don't have any cookies, that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game. Anyway, thank you, ladies, for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Bombshell, Bombshe, my daughter now is called Nazarene. Excuse me, Nazarene. Desi, Colleen, Allie, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody that's in the building. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next week at 7 o'clock. Thank you to my DJ, who is also Bombshell. Thank you to Cap, who my host, and to the one and only, the man that I have has my back no matter what. Pellegro So Static, my one and only. Mwah! Sugar kisses. Bye.
Yay, Daddy.
Okay.
My lips like sugar, my lips like sugar. This candy got you sprung, this candy got you sprung. So call me your sugar, so call me your sugar. You love you some, you love you some. I'm sweet I'm sweet
Hey, I got a mouth full of cavities, sweet tooth full of mama like sugar to me. Someone love with a lip, put a bug in the ear, toe, sure they gotta kiss it.